season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on last year's national champion, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Pit lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. They'll run this play from the pistol. The give to the back. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Dropping back, it's Wall. Hauls it in. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route running. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
The Ducks will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
You knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house intercepted for the 11th time this season. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
And Oregon has has it back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Gets it past the marker. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
Looking to the big tight end. Got his man on the right. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in the step. Nice throw there, getting the first down. This offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Snags a quick pass on the left. There he goes. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Hit right back to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Pulls and fired complete. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Panthers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Looking for a push on 4th down. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. They needed less than a yard, really too far to kick a field goal, a little too close to punt. Really not much of a decision there.
And I really don't care where you're at on the field. 4th and inches, I like me to get inches, and I'm going for it, especially when you're inside the field where you long field goal or maybe just punting the ball. Nah, go for it.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
change now on 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. They could have used a little bit more there. Picked up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. A lot of urgency for this offense. To the ground with the back. They'll stop him just outside the 30 at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for the first down, and now they have a decision to make. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives them a chance. He makes this offense go.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pressure coming. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. And I'll tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Wall. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Zings it complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
On the move. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole or, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Back to pass, it's Ingram. Grabbed over the middle. It's Love. At the 40, there he goes. All out of space. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after their catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Pitt pushing the pace. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking for a crease, it's Willis. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Unloads to the wideout. Snags it. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. Powers forward. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
When you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Now on the move. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Panthers.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. To the air, it's Wall. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Running back searching for a hole. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the back in the middle. Gets away from one, finds some space. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Breaks into the open. He found open space. The band might as well start playing.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. And here's the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Offense is back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Hit right back to the line.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
So now it's second and long. Back to pass. It's Ingram. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one up. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Makes the grab. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on fourth down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Back on the field and ready to roll. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. And now this offense will take the field again. Looking for a gap. It's Rourke. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Keep it on the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
And the Ducks have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking to throw, it's Wall. Lets it go to the end zone. Fires and picked off.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you've got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Got a man. It's Malusi. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Pitt pushing the pace. Motion from the wideout. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. And the timing just a hair off. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Makes the grab. It's Malusi. Turning it on. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. At the 35, he's open. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates a
going for it all. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is, look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Got it! Perfectly thrown ball, nice catch, good tackle, but it's 1st and goal from the 5. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers! That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace. QB making good, smart decisions and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Gets the back moving. Back to throw, it's Wall. Got his man on the outside. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Got his man on the right. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him, a little slippery with all those juke moves.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, this is a quarterback who's not known for his running ability, obviously. We've seen him make some great throws, but mobility, that's probably not on your bingo card, and you saw it right there. He gets brought down for the sack.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. He lets it fly. Makes a catch at the 15. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
No rest for the wicked for this offense. They are taking shots. You just saw a big explosive play on the previous one, and right away they get back to the line of scrimmage, and they throw it in the end zone. They have got this defense on their heels.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. The The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. To the air, it's Wall. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Ducks have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. This will likely be the last play of the half. They go right back to this guy on second and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
His defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Offense back on the field and ready to roll. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going.
There he goes. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Pitt right back to the line.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Quick tempo here for the offense. They'll run play action. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Rolling right and going deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Pitt will have to boot this one away.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw. It falls incomplete. All that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Wall. Fires to the big fella. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
He's got it. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously, the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
He'll pull it down and run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Pitt pushing the pace. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He tried to get out of trouble, but he goes down for the sack.
The defense was dialed in. They knew exactly what they were doing. They weren't fooled by it. They weren't fooled by the read game at all. Played discipline, kept eyes on the quarterback, strung that along towards the sideline, and made the big tackle.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Going to try to get it himself. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down. Pitt coming to the line after getting another 1st down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Looking to throw, it's Ingram. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This could be a major turning point in this game, going for it inside their own 40. Fires to the middle. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep putting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
Hard running there. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Spits it out to the back. Touchdown, Oregon! And the pummeling has started.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he added the extra point. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
And the Panthers racing to the line in the hurry-up. He's going to take off. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Third down, I got this. I'll take this myself. He makes the read quickly. He calls his number, has confidence in himself, goes and gets the first down.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Oh, he's got a chance. Breaks into the open. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive.
Third down and inches, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to be physical and they're going to run the football, but they still executed a good level. Not only picking up the first down, chewing up more yardage to make this drive even easier.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly, running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
Throws to the wideout. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Taking it the other way. The 30. At the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Ducks! It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play. And he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn it on the Jets, making the big play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Firing to the right, complete. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. Pitt right back to the line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to...
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Looking to throw, it's Ingram. Here's a heat. Got his man. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Finds him out of the backfield. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. The give on the option. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Now on 2nd down. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Scanning the field, it's Wall. Gets it to him on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. And that one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. And you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football anymore. Not good.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They go to the ground. Slithers into space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Pitt pushing the pace.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
The Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going.
And the defense gives up the first down. And here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
It's complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Now the play fake. Shoots it to the left. Got his man. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs.
6-9-1, Gators score.
Quick release on the RPO. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. All by himself down the middle. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Oregon. How about this defense taking one back to the house? They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Utah is getting smoked. This is unexpected. This is alarming. And I've been on social and already seen a couple of recruits change their minds.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Pitt right back to the line.
Good enough for a first down.
Off the RPO, complete.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're facing a third down.
Let's go!
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Turning it on! That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Panthers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. They're dealing with a second and long.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
Using his legs, it's Darnold. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be fourth down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, still going. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Dropping back, it's Poe. Makes the grab on the left. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Oh, man, did he turn that one loose and fired it into the teeth of the zone.
And you know as a quarterback, Reese, when you're throwing it to the perimeter of the field on these curl routes, you've got to have some heat. You've got to have arm talent to get that ball out quickly into the hands of your receiver before all those defenders can get to it. Man, this QB's got a cannon.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this in.
Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1. Gets him out to the 5.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Follows a good block there, picks up 3s out to the 9. Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this third down. Power football with the run. Defenders everywhere as he is stopped for a loss of 5.
Yeah, man. They got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. And the Ducks will punt it away on 4th down. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
They can stop the clock a couple more times, and they need to get it back fast, down 2 possessions as the clock keeps winding down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. And they take a knee on 4th down, having inflicted enough damage, and that ought to do it. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And on 4th down, they'll take a knee, but this one's just about over. Teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear there's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite.